So today I am going through a big giant tub of N64 controllers. I'm checking to see which ones are functional and which ones need some work. I've got some over here on my desk. These are all good. Some of these I've actually modified. I have modified previously. So it's just a case of giving them a quick check over and then we should be good to go. Quite a few which have a thumbstick issue, which is something you'll find with N64 controllers very often. This one, for example, this blue guy here, is still quite springy. It's got some good twang. So the thumbstick itself springs back into center pretty easily. Whereas a lot of the time with an older, you can see already, as soon as I move this one around, it wiggles. So like the center point doesn't hold. But these sticks are made up of, so this one's not too bad. So you've got two axes that would be sprung, and then inside you would have silicon sort of lubricant. And what tends to happen over time is the silicon lubricant that you get inside of these guys tends to dry out, turn into a powder, and then that can cause damage in the long term. You can either replace the springs and the silicon lubricant, or replace the entire stick with a brand new one. With the brand new sticks, you have again two options. You can go back to your standard N64 stick with the long stem, or you can install one of these bad boys. So these ones are actually modeled after Nintendo GameCube controllers. The shorter stem and a bigger ball, whereas the original N64 stick has a long stem. And what happens is when you're playing in game, trying to turn left or right, you just get very little movement on your vehicle or on your character because the stick doesn't register properly. So this one's gonna get changed, change stick, and that one's gonna get replaced probably with a GameCube one. But yeah, that's all I'm doing today is just testing out these controllers and seeing what sticks. That's it. That's the end of the video. Stick around and you'll get to see me. Oh god, it got worse. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do one stick replacement with an original stick. Now I prefer the GameCube style sticks. That is for two reasons. Number one, I'm biased because the GameCube is my favourite console of all time, and I don't like the N64 either. This one's kind of wiggly. There's a big dead zone in the middle there, you can see. And this one doesn't have that. Basically taking a Phillips head and you're removing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws from the outer case. And then there are 2 screws inside the expansion bay. And they are also Phillips head, but my electric screwdriver won't fit that far down. And then you can just lift off the back. And this is where your thumbstick housing sits. So you want to do 2 things. So that just pulls out, like so. So there's a silicon guy. So what you need to do is kind of move them out the way while you pull the... Now you can remove 3 screws from around the edges. 1, 2, 3. And that will release the thumbstick and its entire housing. So you can see it's a wiggly boy. Just do the same thing in reverse. I did use an electric screwdriver to start off with there on the back casing. I wouldn't advise using an electric screwdriver to put screws back in. So I'll pop that connector back in, clip your Z button back into place. The silicon itself has like little nubbins that sit in little holes, so you can't get it in the wrong direction. While we're in here, we'll give it a quick clean down. So I'm going to take off my triggers. Just going to take away any dirt that's sitting there. Nice wipe down. Okay, now you can just pop your bumpers back on. Make sure they're nice and clean. Now we can pop the back on. Make sure everything's lined up. Check that your bumpers are in and happy. You would tighten them up enough, but not too much. double check your Z trigger, and that's it. One new stick installed. Nice and springy. Good to go. For the GameCube version, exactly the same. Just take out the old one, pop your new one in. It's the same connector and the same 3 screws are on the edges. Easy as that. So yeah, if you guys are looking for any repairs, you want any advice, follow me on social media, Natsukashiga, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, nobody wants to call it X, TikTok. Obviously give us a like and a subscribe here on YouTube for more stuff. Make sure to jump onto natsukashigaming.co.uk and join our mailing list so you can get told about all the new fancy things that I'm adding to our website. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Stuck that ending, didn't I? Yeah.